A very good evening, ma'am.
So, welcome to another class, and all good, feeling nice?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay,
All good.
perfect, very good. All right. So, as always, let's do our word check. There is one woman who's standing at the bus stop, and now her friend joins her. So, now there are two.
Women.
Very good. Yes, there are two women.
Women.
All right. But now I'm going to give you a bit of a tricky one. All right. Now, in connection to women and women. All right.
Yeah, sure.
So, one woman at the bus stop. Now, there are two women at the bus stop. But now they are discussing equal woman rights, women rights, or women's rights.
Women's.
Yes, okay. So this is important to keep in mind because when I say that, the plural form never takes an S, so
Um,
that can sometimes be confusing. You see, like, but ma'am said that we can't say women's, all right?
women's.
But when you're using it with an apostrophe S, at that point of time, you are speaking about possession, all
Possession.
right? Yeah. So just like I can say that this is a children's park.
Children's park.
Yeah, okay, because here I'm not using the S to show you plural. I'm sure putting the S there to give you the idea of possession. Who does the park belong to? Whom does it belong to? It belongs to the children. All
Children's.
right, so yeah, that's why we're saying children's park. Okay,
Parks.
all
Ma'am.
right.
Well,
So yeah, you passed that very well too. So excellent. Okay, it wasn't such a tricky question after all. Also, we'll try one more. So my friend wakes up very easily. The smallest noise wakes her up. So, what kind of a sleeper is she?
like sorry.
What
Light sleep.
kind? Yeah, super. Very good. Okay, good show. And opposite to her is her brother. My God, I mean, they could be an earthquake or, so nothing will
Yeah.
wake him up. So, what kind of a sleeper is he?
Sleeper.
He is a
Heavy. Heavy
heavy
sleeper.
sleeper, yes. If you're fond of mythology and if you like to read a lot and you know a little bit about Indian mythology, do you remember there was one mythological character from our famous epics who
Yeah, ma'am.
require,
Get it.
yeah, okay. And often, even the grandmoms and all, when they shouted, you said, don't be like
Don't be like
Kumbhakara.
him. Forget it.
Yes, yeah. Okay. He was a person who needed drums to be woken up. Yes, and all kinds of things to wake him up. Yeah, correct. Okay, very nice. Good speaking, good recalling over there. What are we going to talk about today? So, the topic of discussion is motivation. All right.
Motivation.
So, general things about it and how it affects us and things like that. Just expressing your own views about different aspects connected to motivation. All right. So, we'll begin with what do you feel is motivation? What, according to you, is motivation? This doesn't have to be a scientific definition. Actually, it's just what you feel that this is motivation for me. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
For me, motivation is that a term like in which we have to achieve something,
Hmm.
and it makes me like to go out my comfort zone and do something better to
Yes.
achieve it.
Okay, excellent, and definitely very good for comfort zone. All right, that's a lovely phrase to use, a term. What is comfort zone?
Comfort zone means in which now, unlike I'm just sitting over there, it is my comfort zone. Just I have to get out my comfort zone and do some work or do some activities to achieve it.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so you're saying, that very nice. I like the term comfort zone, and I like your definition too. You're saying that, comfort zone is basically any space, area, environment, situation that you are comfortable with. So
Okay.
that's why comfort zone, because I'm very fine over here, right? But you're saying when a person is motivated, or when you're facing some sort of motivation, you will think of going out of it, you know and then you will try to do whatever you need to do. For example, if I have never done rock climbing, and I'm just sitting on the side and watching people do the rock climbing, that means, yeah, I'm in my comfort zone. You
Comfort
do
zone.
your stuff, I'm just sitting over here and enjoying myself. But then if I feel that, this is really looks very interesting, maybe I need to give it a shot. And I get up and then I put on the gear and I try it myself. That means now I've got out of my comfort zone. Okay, and I'm motivated enough to do that. Yeah, okay, so very well. I like the usage of comfort zone there for defining motivation. So, would you say that you are a motivated person in general? I'm not talking about any specific area, like, in general. Are you a motivated person?
I don't know exactly like I am a motivated person or not.
Okay. All right. So you say, I'm not too sure. Perhaps you're connecting it to different spheres and saying, that yeah, over here I step out of comfort zone, but over here, no, not so much.
Not so
Okay.
much.
Yeah. All right. So you say, I'm not so sure whether I can call myself a very motivated person or not. What motivates you to do things, actually?
Like our future, like each and every person wants to achieve something for the future and they want a good future. So my future is my motivation, like our to do good now and earn a lot of money and secure my future.
Fantastic, very good. So you're saying that a bright future is my motivation. When I think of my future, that motivates me and pushes me to do a lot of stuff right now. Excellent, very very well voiced. Okay, so what do you feel is the best motivator for success? Can there be like a motivator for success? Is there a motivator for success? And what, according to you, is the best motivator for success?
There is no any kind of thing who may to motivate. It's us own our own mentality and own spiritual thinkings
Mm-hmm.
and own our own mind, how we are thinking, how we are thinking to motivate us,
Mm-hmm.
like is the motivate mantra, I think.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, and a wonderful use of the word mantra also. Now, an interesting little, snippet of information. You will be aware that mantra is actually a word that we hear in our Indian languages. Correct? We hear it in Hindi. We hear it. I think even in Marathi we have like. So, how is it used in English? All right.
Yes.
So, interestingly, the English language has borrowed many words from many languages, and Hindi is also one of them. Indian languages are one of them. So mantra is a word that we, and it's perfectly fine. You will find even really good speakers on a public platform using this. Not from India. People who are not even from India will say that this is my fitness mantra, and they
Yes,
will
ma'am.
may not even say it as mantra how we
Mantra.
know it, but they may say it as a mantra. All right,
Mantra.
yeah, but it's understood that it's an Indian word and we use it. It means, yes, this is my philosophy, like it's my golden rule. That's what I go to. Okay, yes, good. So you said that, yeah, it's not, you can't like put any one term for success as a motivating factor for success. I think it's a person and how you view different things. What is your philosophy? What's your spirituality? That helps you. Very very mature thoughts there, actually. Very good. All right.
uh,
um when do you feel demotivated? Do you feel demotivated
yeah, ma'am,
sometimes?
sometimes.
Yes, it's human. Okay, so what makes you demotivated?
Whenever like the things which I have to do, nothing happens, or someone if someone other like other person is trying to do motivate me on that time, sometimes I feel demotivated.
Okay, all right. Um, Now, in the past, when we've spoken, you've mentioned the gym, right? So, what motivated you to join a gym, or it didn't really take motivation? I'm a very gym person.
No, I'm not. Earlier, when I was in school, on that
Mhm.
time, I'm on that time. Sorry,
On that time.
at that time. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Good. Yes.
At
At
that
that
time,
time. Yes.
I used to weighing around like something 98, 96 something. So after that, when I was trying to play a judo. So on that time, they used to weigh our weight, like in which
Mm-hmm.
category to play. So on that time, when I saw like my weight is like around 98 something. So on that time, I said, look, no. So on at that time, sorry.
Good, good, good. Yes, at that time.
So at that time, I think like I have to lose a lot of weight. So from after the next week, I started running, and I completely changed my diet from all. I completely cut off my sugar and all the fast foods and all, and I lost around like 25 kg,
Wow.
25 27 kg from
Yeah,
that period of time.
that's amazing. In how much span? In how much span you managed to
In,
knock off
it's
25?
around 7 to 8 months.
Amazing, amazing. Because I did, I can well imagine how difficult it would have been. And so, would you say that judo was the because your passion for judo was so much? That's why.
Yeah, ma'am. On that time, I used to play judo.
Oh, okay. So you said at that time I was very fond of judo, and my weight was not fitting within the proper category, the limits that they have, and so that motivated me to take up running and exercising, diet control, and I knocked off 25 kgs. Amazing. So what worked as the motivating factor over here? Your
Nothing is. It's me. It's my. That was my mentality, and nothing else.
Yes, exactly. Your own mind, your own desire, right? To lose weight, to pursue a hobby that you like, or pursue a sport that you like. Excellent, very good. Um, so let's now talk even a little bit about the professional scene, right? What do you think a boss can do to motivate employees? In a workplace, how can it be an environment that is very motivating for employees?
Like the boss should be more focused on either each and every employee, and it should motivate each and every person
Mm-hmm.
through his activities and all, and the way he's talking, the way he's handling his team, the
Mm-hmm.
way he motivates all other employees to do work, so they can uh, give a good result and try to cope up with each and every person.
Okay, yes, excellent. So you're saying that the boss plays a very active role, in a work environment for motivating employees, and his words really matter. His interaction with the employees matter. How he is. I think perhaps even his whether he leads by example or not. Do you get that term? To
Teach
lead by
by
example.
example.
Yeah. To lead by example means that whatever I'm saying, I am actually doing it myself also. I am
Okay.
practicing what I preach, right? So you're saying a boss in a work environment, these things can really help to motivate employees. Uh, Motivating talks, positive interaction, observing your seniors or your boss himself doing everything the way he's asking you to do it. And as a new employee, as a fresher, this can help you. Yes,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, well voiced over there. Okay. So going back to school, would you say that you were a very motivated student?
No, on that time I was not that much motivated.
Tell me why. Okay, very good. Yes, I appreciate and respect the honesty. All right. And go ahead. Yeah. So this is just no judgment. All right. We're just having a nice time talking English. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. So tell me why. Why weren't you motivated?
Because I used to wing around a lot. I was obese and fat, little bit fat. So people, the earlier my classmates and all used to tease me like you are this. So because of that reason, sometimes I feel demotivated. So I'm not used to talk with other people's like
Mm-hmm.
around my classmates and all. I used to stay alone with hardly few people's like which they are close to me. Only I used to talk with them. So only for that reason.
All right. So you're saying that maybe because I was overweight, I was always the brunt of many jokes, and that affected me. I didn't feel like mixing with too many people, so I would just stay by myself. All right. Do you feel that a teacher plays a very important role in motivation?
Yes, ma'am. If teacher encourages the demotivated student or anyone, so it can uh, help with him to get out his comfort zone and do something good
Okay,
in many
very
ways.
good. Yes, very good. So you're saying if they give positive strokes, they give positive reinforcement, then whoever the student is, they try to achieve whatever they have. Correct. So, uh, any positives that you feel a teacher, definitely a teacher should do this, and definitely a teacher should not do this.
They should talk with the demotivated student in personal way, like what are your problems, so tell me what kind of problem issues you are facing. So
Yes.
if I'm gonna tell her or him, the my teacher, like, yeah, these are the issues, and so if they're gonna give a solution, so it will be more helpful.
Yes, yes, I think so too. That's one thing that I think all schools can, think of adopting. That there actually we have this term even in teaching that there are no bad learners.
The
All
learners.
right, perhaps there are just some bad teachers. you know, so everybody has some inherent potential, and it's up to the teacher to see it. But sadly, so in our system we always try to, it's all like you have to get so many marks in all those subjects to prove that you're a good student, but everybody may not have a potential for all subjects, because people are different. But yeah, I agree with you that teachers play a vital role in motivation. And one of the very good ways a teacher can motivate is to talk to the student, find out the problems, and then guide them accordingly. Okay, yes, good, good, good. Um, Tell me, does motivation affect our learning, Akshay?
Affect? No, ma'am. Motivation does not affect our learning. It help us to do more, like to
Okay.
study more and to show the people all around us, like, I'm not a demotivated person. I can achieve it, and I can do the impossible things, like which you don't think about me.
Okay, yes, all right. Good. Now, we spoke about how a teacher can motivate students, correct? You said that, they should talk, find out the problems, and yes, they play a vital role in motivating students. How about the reverse? All
Because
right. So, do you think that students can motivate a teacher?
student, I never think about it, but in some certain places might be student motivates teacher also sometimes.
Okay, can
Like,
elaborate. Very good. Yes, tell me. For example, maybe, or
for example, like example, I'm not getting any kind of example.
yeah, okay.
Just
So my question is that, motivation is when you get a positive feeling to move forward and do things. Correct? So you said that yes, definitely. If a student has to learn, if the teacher says yes, good job, whatever, I keep putting these baby clapping things and all that, okay. But you see, like, yeah, even that sometimes it makes a person feel nice and go forward, they get pushed forward. My question is that after a class or during giving a class, do you think that interacting with a student motivates the teacher?
yeah, man.
Okay, so now tell me.
How
Okay,
I
so
get it.
now
Yeah,
elaborate. Yeah, now you got my question. Now elaborate. So why do you think it would motivate a teacher?
because after completing a class, after completed a session or something, so if any one of student, one or two students can stay and talk with the teacher, like, yeah, these are the questions, like what kind I am facing these kind of problems and all. So teacher trying to help him,
Mm-hmm.
help the student, like, yeah, you are this, so this is also kind of motivate teacher, like, yeah, these two students are asking, like, after completing the class and all, they are still remaining, staying to asking me a question or doubt something. So this thing also kind of motivates teacher to educate more, to teach more, and in a good way and in a fancy way also. so in which each and every student can understand what she or he is teaching.
Perfect. Yes, very nice. So, as a teacher, I will agree with this 100%. I think that is one of the biggest boons. Do you remember boon? From
Yes, ma'am.
yesterday,
Boom.
blessing,
Yesterday.
yes, like a
Yeah, ma'am.
blessing. All right,
Yes.
it's one of the biggest boons of the teaching profession is that we don't have to wait to see, a building get constructed or some policy taken somewhere 10 years down the line, some change will happen, or maybe the stock market is going to rise, or we don't know. The change that we see is right now in front of us.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
and that's an amazing feeling as a person in the education field. I think that's one of the biggest sources of motivation when you see your student changing right in front of you. Maybe in a class, there's sometimes your expression will say, ah, I got it. Okay, and even something as small as that can be very motivating for a teacher because it's a concept that you've managed to clear in somebody's mind. you know
Yeah, ma'am.
so again, very blessed to be in a field like this because you're touching minds basically. So it's a very motivating thing. So
Yeah, ma'am.
definitely students work as motivating factors for teachers too, in many ways, right? They
Anyways,
keep
yeah,
us
ma'am.
going. Okay, moving ahead. So now, is there something as internal motivation and external motivation? Get the opposites, all right? Internal, external. Internal, something from within, something from inside. External, something from outside, factors that are outside. Okay. So, what's your take on this, Akshay? Do you think that there are things like internal motivation and external motivation?
Yeah, ma'am. There are both of them, internal and external. Internal, like the our own mind and how we are thinking about to motivate us, and the external is nowadays on YouTube and many more platforms. There are motivational speakers
Yes.
we can see on TED Talks and TEDx. There are many kind of motivational speakers, motivational video. They're trying to motivate people, like how to get out from the comfort zone and how to perform good. And they
Mm-hmm.
are also telling us each and every person, like there are some kind of strategies you can do, so it can help you to get out of your comfort zone and all.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So, those you're saying would fall in the which one? External ones, right?
external.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So yeah, absolutely in agreement over there. Yeah. So internal would be your own thoughts, your own philosophy, your own spirituality, your own, whatever your points concerning life are within you. All right. And external, like you correctly point out, there are other factors outside. They can be, maybe there are like videos, there are speakers, all right. Maybe even individuals, you know in your life or whatever, and they are external factors. Maybe it's a job that looks good, it's a high salary that looks nice, all right, so and that's motivating, right? So those kind of things would be the external motivating factors. Now, do you think that people who are highly motivated are very successful?
Yes, ma'am. Because when I see other people who are giving motivation talks, and also earlier they are more successful people
Hmm.
in their fields. Like someone like there are some people like who are very good writer
Hmm.
and very good writer. Some of them are very good businessman and entrepreneur. Yeah. So they are also trying to motivate other peoples to. So these are the strategies which I
Other,
other
also trying to motivate
people
other.
people
Yes, people. Okay, yeah,
other
good.
people.
Yeah, and these are the strategies that, sorry,
These
I
are the
interrupted. Yeah.
sorry, and these are the strategies. So I came up with. So I'm just telling other people also, like apply these strategies and do better.
Okay, super. Yes, very nice. Okay, so you said that they are, they are these people who they seem to be highly successful because Once they are successful, they're busy telling others that,
Yeah.
this is the different routes, these are the routes I took, and you can follow these. And that's why you feel that, yes, if you are motivated, you are a success. Okay. So actually, what do you do to stay motivated? Are your motivation levels always like 100%? Do they dip sometimes, or how do
No,
you manage?
they dip sometimes, not
Okay.
always 100%. Sometimes they just go down also.
So then,
Uh,
how do you pull yourself up and get your motivation levels up again?
I saw some videos on YouTube, on so it motivates me to go through it.
Okay, good shows. You said that I some nice talks can help me. They get me back on track. You know,
Yeah, man.
back on track. When you
I
get
can
off
try.
track, that means you're like, I've lost my, the direction, the will, the goal, the feeling to push myself. And then maybe I watch something, and then that gets me back on track.
I can try.
Back on track. Yeah, you can remember that one too. All right. Let's now talk about, is it important, okay, to be ambitious, to be motivated? All right.
Yes.
Now, yeah. So now, what is ambition? Do you get the meaning of ambition? Actually, what is ambition?
What is our goal?
Um, so yeah, goals. We all have goals, right? Most of us, like when we are right from a very small, we have certain goals. I want to do this. I want to become this. Yeah. An ambitious person, or person with a lot of ambition, will want, a very high level of success and achievement. And the kind who are driven, very very strong desire to succeed, probably somebody who would want, like, more money, more power, more fame, very strong desire to get these kind of things. So now my question is that, is it important to be ambitious to be motivated? Do I have to be an ambitious person to feel motivation?
Mm, certainly, I have to say no. I think it should no,
Okay.
because no. Hold on a second.
It's a tricky question, yeah. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'll just clear it a little, so that you know what you're choosing or why. All right. So we're talking first about ambition. All right. Ambitious person is somebody who has a very strong desire to get very successful. Okay, and success in terms of like more power, more money, more fame. Okay, so even within your in your professional circle or in the office place, you will notice that, there will be two three people who have the same job role, but they don't perform the same way. There's one person amongst them who's looking at the next promotion,
Yes, ma'am.
you know and
Yeah,
is
I get it.
actually is working for that promotion, that salary hike, that change of whatever, so that person would be called an ambitious person.
Ambitious person.
All right. The others, they have it, they're doing their work. I'm not calling them slackers. They're doing their work, but they don't have that drive to go there. They're like, okay, I'm doing this thoroughly. I'm okay with that. Okay. So now we got the meaning of ambitious, right? Ambition, right? Okay. Now my question is that, is it the ambitious people only who are motivated?
Yes, ma'am. I now get it. Yeah, the ambitious people who always are motivated because they are having some kind of desire to
Mm-hmm.
achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to conquer. They have some kind of goals set goals. Like, yeah, I have to do this in this period of time or something, because I have to do. I have to prove myself. So it is very good nowadays to be an ambitious person.
Okay, very good. Excellent for prove myself. Very nice. That's a very nice term. You've used it, I think, even earlier in school or something. So you said prove myself to show your worth. So you say, yes, ambitious people have to be motivated, right? But is it true that, that means, do I have to be ambitious to be motivated? Or it's not, I don't require to be ambitious. I can be motivated, but not want more money, more power, more fame.
There are two types of people, like one who are ambitious and who are like, yeah, I have this, I'm doing this, this much is enough for me. Like
Yeah,
there are two types of people.
yeah,
So it depends on people mentality, like how they want to do. Like
yeah.
if they're ambitious, so then good. If they are not ambitious, so it depends on them, like how they're gonna survive in further ways.
Okay. But would you say that their motivation is lower? That's why they have a lower motivation towards
No, they
towards
don't
their
have
goal?
no, they don't have a low motivation or but only they don't want to uh, prove themselves, or they don't want to achieve more.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yes, yeah. So, it was a bit of a tricky one. You have to understand the entire concept, right? And then also understand how it may be applied in the workplace. But going by that very well voiced, Akshay, excellent. All right, this is a language you are not inherently very comfortable with, but you've expressed yourself wonderfully over there. Okay, so good for you. Very good. Okay. Um. Now, have you tried motivating anyone? Like maybe a friend, comes to you, say, Akshay, I'm really down, man, and have you tried to motivate anybody, any friend, anyone? It can be anyone.
Yeah, when I was in school, the one of my friend was participate in sport, and he's gonna complete the whole uh, track round. So at the last time, he feel like he's not gonna able to do it because his legs were hurting, and also I said no, you have to do it. Just go to just don't think about pain, whatever it is, you just do it and you're gonna achieve it. So when I just tell him like forget about pain each and every, so then he just run like a horse, and he just won that race, and he comes
Amazing.
first.
Very good. Excellent. How did you feel after that?
I feel good because it was my friend.
Yeah, and not just that, you gave him the words, right,
Yes,
to
ma'am.
get him strong again. Of course he ran the race, it was his body, but your words pushed him at a time when he said, my god, maybe I can't, so yeah, it's a good feeling, yeah,
Yeah, man.
to motivate. Yes, of course. Okay. um is competition a good thing? Now you're speaking about sports. You spoke about him winning a race. Participating in something. Is competition in general? Is competition in life a good thing or a bad thing according to you?
Competition, it is good
Mm-hmm.
for ambitious person, like if they want to achieve something, so there are many kind of competitor also, like who serve the same mindset, like they also want to achieve something. So it is good like to be a competitor, and competition, to be in competition, because when we are gonna uh, compete with someone, so on that time we feel more motivate, it more motivates us, like if the other person is doing good, so I have to do better
Yeah.
than him.
Yes.
So yeah, of course, so it motivates us to achieve more. So
Okay.
it is good to be a motivation person.
Yeah, excellent. So you're saying that yes, I think competition is a good thing, and especially for an ambitious person, it gives you a chance to perhaps even compare your own worth. you know because you're good, but how good are you?
Yeah,
So you compare your own worth against pitted against somebody else, and then you see that where you stand. So you say that, yeah, I think it's a good thing, right? And I think if you're talking about things like maybe from an economics point of view, or from a market point of view, I would say that yes, competition is an excellent thing because it keeps standards up.
keep standards up.
Yeah, this is just from a point of view, from somebody who's worked, and you've been in a profession, you've worked even with a financial company. If you have competitors in the same field, it's very good because it keeps your standards up. The moment you feel that you have a monopoly, do you get
Monopoly.
monopoly? Yeah,
Monopoly.
yeah.
No.
Monopoly means you're the only person in charge. All right. The moment you get the feeling that you have a monopoly in a business, in some sort of field, your standards will start dropping. Why? Because you're not scared. Okay,
Yeah.
well, as long as the market has competition, it's very good for, particularly for the consumers, okay, particularly for people who are going to be using, because then everybody is trying to, the better product, the well priced product, consumer satisfaction, all those things are being looked after. So that's why, yeah. So according to me, yes, competition is an excellent thing, right?
Brilliant.
In
Very
all
much.
spheres. Yeah. Okay. Now coming to, is there any celebrity who motivates you?
Celebrity. I will go with Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, good. Tell me why.
Uh, because when I saw his movie like Creed, like all the three parts, so I was like, I can, whenever I feel low or whenever I need someone, something to motivate me, so I saw, I watch his movies like Creed, because yeah, in that movie the way he perform, so it motivates me a lot. And in real life also, he tried to motivate peoples, like do this to motivate people.
Yes. Okay, good. Now, whenever Akshay is talking
Yeah, yeah,
also with others, he'll be like, people's, oh my God, Smita ma'am is
correct.
making big round
Yeah,
eyes. Okay. Yes. People, very good. Yes. So he tries to motivate people. Excellent. Come complete your thoughts. Sorry. And anything
and in
else?
real life also, he try to motivate people in many ways, like through giving speeches and show some share some posts on social media, on Instagram also.
Yes. Very good.
I
Excellent.
yeah,
Did you watch him in Black Panther also?
yeah, ma'am, I do.
Yeah, there he didn't have such a positive role. Yeah? He was the bad guy. But yes, a lot of work has gone into him building his physique and everything, and that can be very motivating for somebody who has gone through the whole experience of
That's my
reducing weight, building yourself up. So yes, definitely. So I think yeah, that celebrity would be very motivating for you. Um, what do you so now the last bit, which will maybe take a little bit of time too, so I'm going to just give you you have to come up with some motivating words, all right? And motivating words like like what would you say for this? What motivating word would you put for
answer.
this? Yeah,
Thumbs up.
okay. Yeah, thumbs up is a motivating word. All right. So, okay. Now, if you have to give some motivating words like this for an employee, somebody who's working for you, what will you tell them?
I we
Just
have
like I
to.
just want like two, three words, like we said a thumbs up, like So, if I just want to say something short, three words, two words for an
Okay,
employee, what would you say?
conquer, conquer,
Yes. So conquer this, or you
conquer
conquered
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You conquered it. All right. Good.
Right.
Okay.
Uh,
How about for a child who's painted something beautifully? For a child's painting, what would you say?
it's very beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. Super. Yeah. So
People.
anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And perhaps for a dog who has learned how to, who's learned how to wait. So what would you
It's
say?
such a cute,
Yes, no,
cute.
you're talking to the dog. You know your friend, he talks to his dog, right? What does he tell
Yes,
him
ma'am.
when the dog listens to him? What does he
You
say
are a
to
good
him?
dog. You are good.
Good boy. Don't we say that to them? We say good boy.
Good
Yeah, we
boy.
say them and say good boy. All right, yes. Okay, so yeah. So motivating and motivation, different levels, different spheres. It touches us in all our parts of our lives. And not just us, it touches animals too. We just pointed
Yeah,
that
ma'am.
out the last bit. Okay. Words to keep in mind. I think one idiom, back on track,
Yeah, I'm back on
gets
track.
you back on track. All right. And a little point, when we say perform, remember you
Perform,
perform well.
perform well.
Yeah. So not good, you'll say you perform well. All right. So
Ma'am.
put that down as a bit of a reminder. Otherwise, excellent speaking, Akshay. All right. So very different kind of a topic. All right. Something
Yeah,
that requires a little bit of analysis. But I'm
yes,
very happy that even your work experience, did you see it's helping you here?
ma'am. It is working me over here also.
Yeah, so it always helps, any kind of work experience. All right, so we'll stop over here for today. All right, and I will see you Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, have a lovely
You
weekend.
have a, yeah, you too, man. Bye. See ya.
Thank you. Bye bye.